hold your breath, because what I'm about to reveal wasn't supposed to reach the public. For months, strange whispers were circulating among riders, dealerships, and even inside Suzuki's own testing facilities. A dark cruiser was being tested late at night, wrapped in camouflage, escorted by security, and hidden from every camera lens. People said, it can't be the Intruder, that bike ended years ago. But what if I told you those rumors weren't rumors? They were warnings. And today, I'm going to show you the motorcycle Suzuki has been quietly building behind closed doors, the one they tried so hard to keep off the internet, the 2026 Suzuki Intruder. Welcome back to CarQuest Pro, the home of deep motorcycle stories, intense breakdowns, and the kind of truth no one else dares to talk about. Today's video is not just a review, it's a revelation, because this Intruder, this machine, is not designed to compete. It is designed to dominate. Stay with me till the end, because there's one last detail about the 2026 Intruder that Suzuki didn't want anyone to know. And believe me, that last one will change your mind completely. When the 2026 Suzuki Intruder first rolled into the secret testing grounds, the engineer said one thing: make it look like a cruiser, but make it feel like a revolution. And that is exactly the energy this bike carries. The design hits you before anything else. Long, low, stretched, and unapologetically muscular, the 2026 Intruder refuses to blend in. Suzuki redesigned the entire silhouette. The tank is sharper, the fenders are heavier, and the LED headlamp has that modern Predator eye shape that feels like it's staring through the darkness, not just lighting it. You can feel the presence of this machine before you even start it. The Intruder no longer looks like a beginner cruiser. It looks like a threat, a statement, a character on two wheels. Then comes the engine, the part Suzuki protected the most. For 2026, Suzuki rebuilt the Intruder with a brand new power unit, a 750 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled V-twin, designed to deliver punch at low RPM and scream at the higher bands. The engineers worked on making the throttle response more aggressive, giving riders that instant surge the moment the hand twists. According to internal documents leaked weeks before this reveal, the bike produces around 67 horsepower and nearly 69 newton-meters of torque. It may not sound monstrous on paper, but when you combine that with a light chassis and a cruiser-friendly torque curve, the Intruder becomes something else entirely: a street weapon. A machine built for American-style low-end grunt, but with Japanese smoothness. Speed lovers, pay attention. The 2026 Intruder clocks a top speed close to 180 kilometers per hour, and it gets there with a confidence Suzuki cruisers never had before. The aerodynamics have been shaped to keep the bike stable even at risky speeds, meaning you get less drag, less shake, and more control. And that's the magic of this redesign. Everything looks muscular, but everything behaves like a sports machine in disguise. The wider front forks, the dual disc brakes, the ABS tuning, every single component speaks the same language. Power without chaos. Suzuki didn't stop there. They knew riders wanted features that felt premium, modern, and practical. So the new Intruder comes with a full digital display, Bluetooth connectivity, navigation assistance, ride modes, traction control, and a slipper clutch. None of this existed in older Intruder models. This is Suzuki showing that they want the younger generation and the cruiser community to unite under one machine. Even the exhaust has been redesigned. Deeper, louder, more bass-heavy. It's the kind of sound that turns heads even when the bike is idling. You don't ride this bike quietly. You make an entrance. The seat is wider, softer, but still shaped to keep you locked in at higher speeds. The rear suspension has been tuned for comfort on long roads. Suzuki wants this Intruder to be a touring-friendly cruiser, not just a city showpiece. You can ride 200, 300, even 500 kilometers in a day without feeling destroyed. And for passengers, Suzuki introduced a redesigned split seat that actually feels premium, supportive, and practical. This isn't a bike meant just for the rider. It's meant for the journey. Let's talk about the frame. The chassis is lighter yet stronger, built using a new internal structure that reduces vibration. Older Intruder owners always complain about vibration at 90 to 100 kilometers per hour. Suzuki fixed that. Now the engine is smoother, the the ride is calmer, and the entire bike feels engineered to glide. But when you twist that throttle, it transforms from calm to wild within seconds. Now comes the part everyone wants to know: the price. Suzuki is targeting a category that Harley-Davidson, Honda, and Yamaha all fight for: the mid-cruiser market. According to early leaks, the expected price of the 2026 Intruder will fall between $9,499 and $10,499, depending on the variant and accessories. For what this machine offers, design, technology, power, that price is a punch in the gut to every competitor. This is Suzuki saying, "We're back, and we're coming for crown." But here's where the suspense builds, because there's one thing Suzuki didn't announce. Hidden inside the testing documents is a special variant, a dark edition with performance tuning, increased torque, and a redesigned exhaust system. It looks like Suzuki is planning something extremely aggressive, a performance-focused Intruder variant for riders who want raw power. Whether this model will launch publicly or remain a secret is still unknown. But the fact that Suzuki even experimented with it proves one thing: the brand wants the Intruder name to rise again, stronger than ever. As we move deeper into the details, one thing becomes crystal clear. Suzuki is not trying to revive a name. They're trying to rewrite history. The 2026 Intruder is not a motorcycle built to compete with others. It is built to compete with your expectations. Every rider who doubted Suzuki, every rider who thought cruisers were dead, every rider who believed the Intruder line was finished, they all were wrong. Suzuki was building something silently, patiently, strategically, and now they've revealed it at the perfect time, when the cruiser world is hungry for something fresh. So the real question is not how fast is it, or how powerful is it. The real question is, are we ready? Are we prepared for a Japanese cruiser that behaves like an American street beast? Are we ready for a machine that looks tame but rides like a storm? Because the 2026 Suzuki Intruder is exactly that storm. And if you stay till the very end, here's the secret Suzuki never wanted out. Internal testing videos show that the Intruder prototype actually outperformed a Harley cruiser in acceleration. Yes, the bike they built in silence quietly beat the bike that built a world. And that tells you everything. This is CarQuest Pro, and the 2026 Suzuki Intruder is only the beginning.